say that TCP/IP is the transmission control protocol and internet protocol. The layer in the TCP/IP protocol suite do not exactly match those in the OSI model. The original TCP/IP protocol suite was defined as having a four-layer. First layer is the network interface, internet, transport and application layer. However, when TCP/IP is compared to OSI model, we can say that the TCP/IP protocol suite is made of 5 layers, having physical, data link, network, transport and application layer. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the different layers of TCP/IP model, having mentioned their physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer and application layer. Moreover, we also discuss the little bit comparison between the OSI model and TCP/IP model. Furthermore, we will discuss the layer architecture of OSI model, of TCP/IP model. TCP/IP is the transmission control protocol or internet protocol, is a protocol suite which contain a set of protocol organized in different layers used in the internet today. It is hierarchical protocol made up of interactive module, each of which provide specific functionality. The term hierarchical means that each upper level protocol is supported by the services provided by one or more lower level protocol. The original TCP/IP protocol suite was defined for software layer built upon the hardware. The layers contain application, transport, internet and network interface. Today, however, TCP/IP is thought of as the 5-layer model, which contain layer 1 physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer and application layer. For further detail, we will discuss in next slides. To show how the layer in the TCP/IP protocol suite are involved in communication between two hosts, we assume that we want to use the suite in small internet made up of 3 LAN link. Okay, each with link layer switch. We also assume that the link are connected by one router, as you seen in this figure. Let us assume that computer A communicate with computer B. This figure shows that we have 5 communication devices in this communication. Source host mean computer A, link layer switch 1 in link 1 and the router, the link layer switch at link 2 and the destination host computer B. Okay, each device here, actually I want to tell you why not we use the link 3, because we want to see that the communication between the link computer A to computer B. That's why we only discuss the devices that are involved between these two systems, host devices. Okay, each device is involved with a set of layers depending on the role of devices in the internet. The two hosts are involved in all 5 layers. The source host need to create a message in application layer and send it down to the transport layer so that it is physically sent to the destination host. The destination host need to receive the communication at physical layer and then deliver it through the other layer to the application layer. The router is involved in only 3 layers. There is no transport or application layer, as you seen in the figure. In a router, as long as the router is usually only for routing. Although a router is always involved in one network layer, it is involved in n combination of link and physical layer, in which n is the number of link the router is connected to. The reason is that each link may use its own data link and physical protocol. For example, in this figure you see that the router is involved in 3 links, but the message sent from source to destination, source A to destination B, is involved in 2 links. Each link may be using different layer and physical layer protocol. The router need to receive a packet from layer 1 based on one pair of protocol and deliver it to link 2 based on another pair of protocols. A link layer switch in a link, however, is involved only 2 layers. The layers involves are data link layer and physical layer. Although each switch in the above in mention this figure has 2 different connections. The connections are in the same link, which uses only one set of protocol. This means that unlike a router, the link layer switch is involved only in one data link and one physical layer protocol. This is also used for the purpose in as a question paper, also in your interview session, that the router that uses which number of layers and the switch use which number of layers. Okay, in previous video we have discussed the detailed model of OSI. Briefly I want to mention here that the OSI model layer involves 7 layers, in which the application, presentation, session layer are the software layer, transport layer is the middle or heart layer, and network, data link and physical layer is the hardware layer in the OSI model. These 7 layers involves in order to transmission of the information from source to destination. Whereas if you see on the other hand, as we see earlier slide, we see that the TCP/IP model involves the 5 layers when we compare with the OSI model: application layer, transport layer, network layer, and the last is the data link or physical layer. Okay, so firstly we will discuss, as we previous slide we say that our first layer is the physical layer. So better is that we will discuss first the physical layer, and we will see that which number of protocols used in the physical layers in order to carry data. Okay, the physical layer is responsible for carrying individual bit in a frame across the link. Although the physical layer is the lower level in the TCP/IP protocol suite, the communication between two devices at the physical layer is still a logical communication, because there is another hidden layer, transmission media, under the physical layer. Two devices are connected by a transmission medium, maybe cable or air. We need to know that the transmission medium does not carry bit, it carry electrical or optical signal. So the bits received in the frame from data link layer or transform and sent through the transmission media. But we can think that the logical unit between two physical layer in two devices is a bit. There are several protocols that transfer a bit to a signal. For further detail of each layer we will discuss in our next video. So for now this information enough to explain the physical layer at the TCP/IP model. Next we will move to the data link layer model. So the data link layer involves internet is made of several links, LAN or WAN, connected by routers. There may be a several overlapping set of links that a datagram can travel from the host to the destination. The router are responsible for choosing the best link. However, when the next link to travel is determined by a router, the data link layer is responsible for taking the datagram and moving it across the link. The link can be wired LAN with link layer switch, a wireless LAN, a wired WAN, or wireless WAN. We can also have a different protocol used with any link type. In each case, the data link layer is responsible for moving the packet through the link. TCP/IP protocol does not define any specific protocol for the data link layer. It supports all the standard and proprietary protocol. Any protocol that can take the datagram and carry it through the link suffice for the network layer. The data link layer take a datagram and encapsulate it in a packet called frame. Each link layer protocol may provide different services. Some link layer protocol provides complete error detection and corrections. Some provide only error correction. The next layer is network layer. The network layer is responsible for creating a connection between the source computer and destination computer. The communication at network layer is host to host. However, since there are several routers from source to the destination, the router in the path are responsible for choosing the best route for each packet. We can say that the network layer is responsible for host to host communication and routing the packet through possible routes. Again, we may ask ourselves why we need the network layer. We could have added the routing duty to the transport layer and dropped this layer. One reason, as we said before, the separation of different tasks between different layers. The second reason is that the router do not need the application and transport layer. Separating the task allows us to use fewer protocols on the router. The network layer in the internet include main protocol, internet protocol, that is IP. That's why sometimes we say that the IP layer, which define the format of the packet called datagram at the network layer. IP also define the format and structure of addresses used in this layer. Moreover, IP is responsible for routing a packet from its source to destination, which is achieved by each router forwarding the datagram to the next router in its path. Moreover, IP is connectionless protocol that provide no flow control, no error control, no congestion control service. This means that if any of these services is required for an application, the application should rely only on transport layer protocol. The network layer also include unicast, mean one-to-one, and multicast, one-to-many routing protocol. A routing protocol does not take part in routing. It is the responsibility of IP, but it creates forwarding table for router to help them in the routing process. The network layer also has some auxiliary protocol that help IP in its delivery and routing tasks. There is numerous protocols that includes Internet Control Message Protocol, ICMP, which helps IP to report some problem when routing a packet. Okay. Another protocol that use IGMP, abbreviation of Internet Group Management Protocol, is another protocol that help IP in multitasking. The next is DHCP protocol, abbreviated as Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. which help IP to get the network clear address for a host. ARP also protocol used in the IP layer, which is address resolution protocol, that help IP to find the link layer address of a host or a router when its network layer address is given. The next layer is transport layer. In transport layer, the source get the message from application layer, encapsulate it in transport layer packet called segment or user datagram, and send it through the logical imaginary connection to the transport layer to the destination host. In other words, we can say that the transport layer is responsible for giving services to the application layer to get a message from application program running on the source host and deliver it to the corresponding application layer on the destination host. We may ask why we need an end-to-end transport layer when we already have end-to-end application layer. The reason is the separation of tasks and duties, as we discussed earlier in the network layer. The reason is the separation of task and duty. We discussed the transport layer should be independent of the application layer. In addition, we will see that we have more than one protocol in the transport layer, which means that each application program can use the protocol that best match its requirement. Two different protocols, as we discussed earlier in OSI model in previous video, TCP/IP and the UDP, user datagram protocol, used in the transport layer. Transmission Control Protocol, or TCP, is a connection-oriented protocol that first establishes a logical connection between transport layer and two hosts before transferring data. It creates logical pipe between two TCP for transferring a stream of byte. TCP provides flow control, error control, and congestion control services. In flow control, which match the sending data rate of the destination host with the receiving data rate of the destination host to prevent overwhelming the destination. The error control services is to guarantee that the segment arrive at the destination without error and resend the corrupted one if any segment is missing on the receiver end. The congestion control, which used to reduce the loss of segment due to congestion in the network. While on the other hand, the second protocol used is the user datagram protocol, which is UDP, is connectionless protocol that transmit user datagram without first creating a logical connection. In UDP, each layer datagram is an independent entity without being related to the previous or the next one. The meaning of the term connectionless. The UDP is a simple protocol that do not provide flow, error, and congestion control. It simply, which means small overhead, is attractive to an application program that need to send short message, cannot afford the retransmission of packet involved in TCP. When a packet is corrupted for loss, a new protocols, Stream Control Transmission Protocol (SCTP), is designed to respond to new applications that are emerging in multimedia. Now move to the application layer. In application layer, as you seen in the figure, the logical connection between two application layer is end-to-end. The two application layer exchange message between each other as through there are bridge between two layers. However, we should know the communication is done through all the layer. Communication at application layer is between two processes, two programs running at this layer. To communicate, a process send a request to the other process and receive a response. The process-to-process communication is the duty of the application layer. The application layer in the internet includes many predefined protocols, but a user can also create a pair of processes to be run at two hosts. The protocol that used in the application layer includes SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, is main protocol used in electronic mail services. FTP, File Transfer Protocol, used transferring file from one host to another host. HTTP protocol, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is a vehicle for accessing the World Wide Web. Other one is the domain name system. DNS is used by other protocol to find the network layer addresses of a computer. SNMP, which is Simple Network Management Protocol, is used by administrator to manage the internet at global and local level. Other one is Telnet, Terminal Network, and also Secure Shell SSH are used for accessing the site remotely. Another one protocol also used in this layer, which is IGMP, Internet Group Management Protocol, that used to collect membership in our group. This is the detailed explanation for the TCP/IP layer, which is almost similar when we discuss the transport network, data link layer, and physical layer, while we have merged all the software layer into application layer, and all the protocol used application presentation session are a part of application layer in the TCP/IP protocol. Here is the little difference and the detailed explanation of TCP/IP layer. For more explanation you want to know, you may have to review our previous video. Thank you for watching this video.